Hello everyone, welcome to Random Friday. I've got 3 little interesting bits and pieces for you to take a look at today. Well, 4 actually, if you count the mat here. So let's take a look. Okay then, so welcome along to the workshop on this beautiful spring afternoon. Just got home about, let's have a look, about an hour ago I got home, half an hour or so ago I got home. I thought you guys might be interested in some of the stuff I've got kicking about around the manor. This little screwdriver here, this used to belong to my late father, and I'm trying this stuff. So let's have a look at the heavy duty degreaser first. So over the past few years, if I wanted to degrease a tool or whatever, I've been using some this white spirit here. This stuff's been slightly contaminated, as you can see, because it's supposed to be white spirit. This is more of a yellow spirit, or maybe it could be urine. Actually it's a white spirit, but it's just been contaminated. The stuff stinks to high heaven. It's a job to get off your hands. It's horrible stuff actually, I don't like it at all. So what I thought I'd do is try some of this no-nonsense heavy duty degreaser. It's an effective water-based degreaser apparently. Removes a wide range of soils fast and effective. Basically what you do with it, you dilute it, what's it say here? Blah 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 blah. Dilute 5 capfuls in 5 litres of warm water. For stubborn spot clearing, use product neat. Rinse with clean water after use. And I've been experimenting on it, with it on these old Bernard pliers here. They were covered in grease and quite horrible. Let's take a look at how well they came up, shall we? Basically I just left them to soak in a little bit of water with some of this heavy duty degreaser in there. As you can see, they come up quite nicely. I've given this handle a bit of a wire brushing. I think these are Bernard number 109s. Unfortunately at some point in the past I've had the front all ground off. They shouldn't look like this. It's a shame really. Someone's ground them down for a purpose and completely ruined them. But never mind, they only cost me £1 off the boot sale. So not too much of a loss really. Okay, so basically I picked this up from Screwfix, my local Screwfix. I think it cost me around about £9 for this 5 litre bottle here. So I should be having a go with this in the future, degreasing the tools I pick up from the boot sale, which are invariably quite filthy and horrible. Alright, what's next to look at? Well, it's this old tractor here. This used to belong to my late father. He picked it up sometime in the late 60s, I do believe. This thing actually weighs a ton. It weighs over £7 because I've put it on my scales upstairs, and it just goes to error basically, so it's quite heavy old thing. It's cast iron, I do believe. You can see it's a nicely detailed little model. I think everything about it is cast iron, to be honest with you. You've got a little steering wheel here that actually operates the front wheels. The wheels and tyres themselves are cast iron. They're a bit wobbly the way they're pinned on. I do believe it should have some form of implement on it somewhere along the line, because you've got this little lever here that actuates something at the front here. So it should have some sort of implement with it. I don't know what happened to that. It's quite a rough casting when you actually look at it, guys. In here it's quite a rough casting, but as I say, it weighs an absolute ton, this thing does. It's quite a nice little model. Got a little grille and headlight on the front there, and quite an interestingly detailed little engine in there. Yeah, look, different than this side. Yes, it's quite a nice little model, is this. Say, my father picked it up sometime in the 60s. I don't know what he was going to do with it, but while he was still alive a couple of years ago, I found it in his garage, and I asked him if I could have it, and he said, yes, you can have it. It's a pretty cool little bit of kit, isn't it, really, guys? I quite like it. What do you think? Ever seen anything like this before, guys? My workshop floor is this horrible concrete thing. I think, well, it's, you know, really hard, and in the winter time you've probably heard me complain about it being really cold in here. But the other month at work they purchased in some new anti-fatigue matting, as you see here. Very nice. It's almost like a very heavy duty memory foam. If you leave your foot in it long enough, you can actually see your footprint there for a few seconds. But we had some older stuff in there originally, and they were going to throw it out, chuck it in the skip. And I thought, no, I don't think so. So what I did was I arranged to take it home, and here it is. in my garage. It fits quite nicely across the garage, right across the workshop floor, from the door here, right across to my set of shelves, so I can stand anywhere along here, and it's much more comfortable to stand on. I just had to trim a corner over there off, which I've got. We can take a look at. Yeah, let's take a look what this stuff's like. Right, there it is. It's 9mm thick. It's exceedingly spongy and squashy. It's not as good as the new stuff we got at work, but then I can't bring one of those home. But as I say, as this stuff was going into the skip, I thought, yeah, I'm having some of this. And it's very much nicer to stand on, I can tell you. And it'd be much nicer in the freezing cold weather when I'm out here working or filming. As you can see, it's quite a dense foam. It's very nice to stand on. It squishes itself back out again. So it's got a kind of a memory effect to it. I think they've had this in the workshop for quite some time actually, guys. It's very much nicer to stand on than a cold concrete floor. So I've better use this this little pad for resting tools on that I'm working, so they don't get damaged. You can see it's a bit cleaner on this side, which is the floor side of things originally, and this is what we've been walking up and down on for quite a few years. Okay, so several months ago I was perusing AliExpress and I came across this little screwdriver here. Quite an interesting little thing. Bit cheap, cost me £1 or so, and you can see it in the fit and finish here. It's not very nice at all. Hopefully you can see that. It does leave a little bit to be desired. You can see just here as well. A bit rough in places. They were sent out in random colours. I was hoping to get amber and black, where this over moulding here was black, and the main body of the screwdriver was in a lovely amber colour, but I've got this colour here, not too bad. Could have been worse, I suppose. Anyway, basically you can adjust the length of the driver here. Take it out. It's a double-ended driver, as you can see, double-ended bit. Just pull this little collar back here, and you can adjust it. If that's the shortest it is, you can adjust it out. So you get a longish driver. I'll say we can have it in either way round. So, and the other thing about it, this one, it's got this little bit going on just here, and this allows you to put the screwdriver bit in there like so, and you can use it as a T-handle then. Get that little bit more leverage if you require it. So you should be able to get a fair amount of torque going on here with that. I'm already making holes in my little workbench here. Let's give it a go with the screwdriver tester. As you can see, I've got an assortment of screws here. Let's give it a go. We've got the old Phillips going here. Yeah, it works quite nicely. That's the shortest setting. Let's try it, lock it out at a slightly longer setting there. Makes it a bit more wobbly though, but it still does the business, guys. I think I prefer it a bit short. It doesn't wobble about so much. There we go. You can get a fair amount of torque with that. What about using it as a T-handle then? Hang on, get it back in there. Can we get it back in there? Yep. So this is it like a T-handle then. So if we've got a fairly tough screw like this one here, you can get a really goodly amount of torque into that. There we go. Yeah, quite nice. Quite interesting little tool, that one. Alrighty then, guys. Hope you enjoyed this first random Friday here. Dad's old tractor, my heavy duty degreaser, my little screwdriver, and of course my little anti-fatigue matting here. Please let us know if you'd like to see some more random Fridays. I'm sure I can accommodate you. I've got plenty of stuff about here, little bits and pieces you might be interested to take a look at. So yeah, hope you'll pop by Rathbone Manor again for another random Friday if that's what you want to see, and I will basically catch you laters.